Welcome to Women Talk. I'm Joyce. It's been said that women talk about everything, anything, anytime, and anywhere. You know, while at a ski lodge, two women boarded the chairlift. Once they got seated, they began to chat. As they were going up the snowy mountain, one woman said, "I am so nervous." The higher they went, the more upset she became. So the other one tried to calm her down. She said, "Take it easy. It's just like riding in the back seat of a car." The real challenge is going to come when you see the slopes that you got to go down, okay? So when they exited the chairlift and they were prepared to take the slopes, these two women had spoken and shared. The one who was afraid said this was the first time she had ever done this. She was a novice, didn't know why she chose this activity. The other one, she was a veteran, and she bragged about how many times she had done this before and all of the injuries she sustained, okay? But both of them shared who came with them and who would be waiting for them at the end of this particular activity. They even talked about the plans they had for later that evening. Women talk about everything, anything. Welcome to Women Talk. Today, I have three very interesting guests. Let's meet them. Merlene, share something about yourself.
Hi, I'm Merlene Mears. I'm a resident in Piscataway since 1974. I'm retired. I'm a member of the YMCA, the Senior Center, a member of the African American Senior Corps. I volunteer here at PCTV. I enjoy doing mahjong, playing mahjong, doing Tai Chi, and also solving crossword puzzles.
Busy lady,
yes,
busy lady.
Yes, yes.
Joyce, since you have my name.
Yes.
Yes, Joyce. Before I came here to Piscataway, I lived in Woodbridge Township most of my life. And the last years I'm retired now. The last 3 years I've been retired. And I was working in Piscataway for like 15, 16 years before I decided to move to Piscataway. And then I sold my house in Woodbridge and moved to Piscataway. And I live in Sterling Village. And once I moved to Sterling Village, I joined the senior center. And I do belong to the Y also. But the thing that I really liked about Piscataway was the trails and the open spaces that we had available to us, very close to me. So I have to say that I've made best use as I can of the facilities that are by us, and I really enjoy my life here in Piscataway.
Well, I'm so glad you like Piscataway. Me too. Karen.
Yes, I'm originally from up north, North Jersey. I moved to Piscataway in 1985, and I just love this town. It's wonderful. I also volunteer at the Sterling Village. I got to know that building when my mom lived there, and I got to know some of the residents there. So wherever possible, we volunteer. We give them a dinner for Thanksgiving and Christmas Day for the people that can't get out or don't want to travel. And we run a bingo for them, once a week. And that's happened after I retired, so just to kind of give back a little to the...
That's nice. You see, I said three interesting people. All of you have something different.
Yeah.
But today's topic is fitness. Now, Dr. Google defines fitness as a state of being healthy and strong and having the ability to perform daily activities or daily tasks. And then I asked myself, what does that mean? Activities, because there are all kinds of activities. There's the thought-provoking activity, there's art, there's housework, there's careers, there's recreation, and these are just a few. So I'm here with ladies who I think like fitness, and that's the topic for today. So tell me, Merlene, What do you like about being fit?
Well, being fit, I think, is very important, especially for seniors. As we age, we are not quite as active as when we are young. And it's important because when you exercise, when you stay fit, like exercising and so, it helps you mentally, physically. It helps you, like maybe to avoid falls and so your balance and so when you can do different activities. And it
So
doesn't
let me
have to
stop
be
you. What do
anything
you do?
strenuous. Okay. Well, I do Tai Chi every morning at 7 a.m. I'm in a Tai Chi class.
Okay.
I go to the Y, to the gym, and I work out there at least 2-3 times a week. So I try to stay fit.
She's embarrassing me. Joyce, what do you do?
Well, you know what? Like I said, I've been here in Piscataway about 13 years. And when I was getting to I decided in my head I was going to retire at 70.
Okay.
So I figured, well, before I do that, I want to make sure that I'm healthy because I want to be able to enjoy my retirement. What time I have, I want to make sure that I enjoy it. So I said to myself, I got to think of something that's simple, easy, that I can incorporate into my everyday activities of living.
Okay.
And so I started walking because it didn't require any special equipment, any really special place that I had to be. It was something that I already knew how to do. And I started walking, putting one foot in front of the other. And I found that after a very short period of time, it wasn't so much about the steps, although it was very helpful.
Okay.
It was more about my mental, my attitude
Okay.
towards my change in lifestyle that I was going to be facing in retirement. So I said to myself, it opened me up to creativity. I always loved being outside, and I do prefer to walk outside whenever possible and weather permitting. I like that it's always changing. When you walk outside, you never know who you're going to meet. I've met the wildlife here in
I was just going to
Piscataway.
say that.
I have seen the wildlife. The deer know me. The raccoons know me. A fox, a little red fox, every once in a while will poke his head out and see if I'm going by. And I just love it. I just love it. And then besides the walking, I do a little bit of exercise, but I was never one to do the gym. Before that, I just decided, I was active in my lifestyle, was active, but I figured if I was going to retire, that might not always be the case, and I needed to prepare myself so I could do what I wanted to do when I retired.
Another one who's embarrassing me. Karen?
Well, actually, you know, my doctor always suggested that I should exercise, and especially with weights. So I started, first I did some of the exercise at the center. And then when I went to Sterling Village, there was a woman there that was doing an exercise group for the residents. And she was getting kind of old to do that. So she asked me if I would take it over, and I did. And I used to do it twice a week. And I had a nice group. And I think for the seniors, it's important because half of the seniors don't even come out of their apartments. So it's kind of a little time for exercise. And it was chair exercise, so it wasn't anything strenuous for them. And I always told them, do whatever you can. You know, everyone had limitations. And we did really well. But then things started to go downhill. You know, people are getting sick, they're moving out, and it kind of dwindled. So I'm really in the process of trying to get it back.
So let me ask the question, because I see I have this weight here. Oh, goodness Lord. See, I said I'm new at this because this is heavy. I don't know how many pounds it is, but it's heavy.
2 pounds.
But do you use these when you have people do chair exercise?
Not at Sterling Village, I did not, but I used them at the senior center. Yes.
Okay. So who would at the center, who brings them?
Well, everyone brings their own. Some people don't have them, so they use their water bottles.
Oh, that's a good idea.
You know.
I
Yeah.
hope the water bottles are filled, though.
Yes. Yes.
Empty, they're not going to
Yes.
be helpful. Do you do weights?
Yeah, I do weights, but if you're not able to do weights, you can still do the exercises without the weights.
Right.
You know, you're still able to do.
And what am I doing when I do it without the weights? What's the purpose?
You're still strengthening, you know, you're still getting that. I mean, the weights just help a little more, but
Okay.
some people are not able to use weights, so you
'Cause
don't have to, yeah.
If you told me to do this at home, I would be like, what am I doing
But
this
you
for?
just keep it firm. And and feel it. Don't
that's
just
the
do
way
it
you
like
do
it.
this. Yeah, you feel it. Yeah.
And from what my doctor said, that the weights tend to firm your muscles. So
Strengthen it.
You get toned,
Yeah,
more
okay.
toned.
Tone,
Okay.
yeah.
And I do them occasionally at home too. I do them, well, regularly at
Okay.
home, like
Yeah.
a couple times a week. Because my legs, walking pretty much is just my legs and lower body. But to work my upper
upper
body,
body,
yeah.
It's
It
important.
definitely is important. And the weights help.
Do you walk with these? Would you walk with weights?
I haven't. Occasionally, I used to walk with weights around my legs,
it's
my
like this is
ankles,
the
yes,
ankle
my
weights,
ankles,
yeah.
but not my arms.
What is this?
This one, that's just a regular weight. Like that is just a different type, but it's just like that weight that
Yes.
you
Yeah.
just had, the 2 pound.
I can handle this.
Yeah, that's 1 pound. That's a
handle
1
this one.
pound. Yeah.
Okay.
And I think they're
okay.
important for activities, just regular living.
Yeah.
Because when you have to
Absolutely.
pick up groceries,
That's
or you
correct.
pick up
Yes.
anything from your grandkids, when you're
Yeah.
picking up your grandkids, it makes it easier for you to do if you've been practicing with little weights.
I don't have any grandkids that small that I'm picking up.
well, you can
That's
get a
for
big,
sure.
you can get a bigger weight. They
Yeah,
Yes.
I might have to do that.
You can start with that and work your
Right.
way up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Weights. Okay, so how long have you been doing exercise? Let me ask that
Oh
question.
my gosh. Well, I mean, in my younger years,
Okay.
I was very, very active. I did like martial arts.
Okay.
I played a game similar to basketball in the islands. We call it netball, but it's similar to basketball. So I've always been active. And then it was a period of time where I just went limp. But I've started maybe like when the gym opened in 2001, 2001 or so.
Okay.
Yeah, and I joined and have been active ever since then. Yeah.
How long?
I've been, you know what, the year before the pandemic, I started walking.
Oh.
The year before it. And it was a lifesaver for me during the pandemic because
Wow.
I could go outside.
Yeah.
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 That's the one thing I could do, is I could walk outside. I was never so happy as being able to do that. And so it lessened the impact of what other people might have been experiencing, because I was able to go outside without the mask, even if I was
Yeah.
not near
Yeah.
people. I could do it. And that's, for me, the beauty of it, because it was something that I could do with very little preparation, very little thought, really. It was just something that you do naturally. It was go and walk and do outside. And it really helped me during the pandemic. Absolutely helped me.
I think the pandemic helped. I think that
Yes.
contributed to a lot of people
Yes.
getting
Yeah.
into exercising.
Yes.
Because my sister, my husband, and myself, we would walk. We started out walking maybe like a mile, 2 miles.
Okay.
End up walking like 5 miles daily. Also, it helps us to learn some of the streets that we didn't know right here in
Yes,
town.
yes,
You know, because we would
yes.
just walk and walk, you know, up and down the streets, and you learn. You meet people, you know,
Yes.
you meet your neighbors that you never
Okay.
knew were there. So I think at least that was one of the positive things that came out of
Yes.
the pandemic.
I know Karen walks because I've seen her and her husband
Yes.
walking, and I'm going, where are they coming from?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, my husband, he always liked walking, but last year he had a really bad year and he was very sick, and so he wasn't able to walk anymore. So now he walks around the house a little bit. So we're waiting for the warmer weather, and we used to walk to the center because we're so close. And when my mom lived there, I walked there all the time. It takes me less than 10 minutes, which is a good exercise. And the exercise I did at Sterling Village started around, I guess, 2012 or 2013. Yeah, which ended last year for some reason, because I ended up with just 2 people. So
See, this wildlife thing has got me. Because I once came out to start walking and ran into some deer.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
And some of them can be very aggressive.
yeah.
Okay, and so now you think you can outrun a deer. Joke. Okay.
Or the wild turkeys.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yes,
The
those are pretty
wild,
dangerous.
the wild
They're
turkeys.
really-
Those are
Yeah.
dangerous. Yes.
I have run across a pack of them. I don't know what the
That's
term
how they-
is,
yeah.
but it looks like a pack. And they are big.
Yeah, they are.
Some of them can be almost
they
be
are.
as tall.
They are.
They can almost look me eye to eye, some of them. And it's scary sometimes. But that's what I like about it, is you never know what you're going to encounter.
Yeah.
Oh my
You know,
gosh.
but yeah. I've
They
never
ran
really
me
had
back into my house
Yeah.
a few weeks ago. I was going out. I had to go out. I don't know if we were going to a funeral or something. Came out the door and they were all over.
Yeah.
You have to be
All
careful
over.
because if the female is nesting, the male protects her, and if you walk too close to her,
Yeah.
they'll
Yes.
attack you.
They
Yes.
will
Literally
attack.
attack you.
The turkeys will attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
They
ducks
will.
do too. Yeah.
Yes.
So you have to be very
walk
careful.
with an umbrella or a bat.
The other thing is, too, is that they're losing their habitat.
Yeah.
That's
You know,
true.
the habitat.
That's
Yeah.
true.
You know, so you never know where you're going to find them. There used to be predictable places. So if you wanted to avoid them, you could avoid them, sort of, you know. But now there's fewer and fewer and fewer places where they can hide
Yep.
and have their young safe and whatever. So it gets a little bit harder to avoid them, although a lot of them just naturally went away.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
They
they're
see
still
a lot
hanging
of them
around 'cause
again. Yeah,
I
you're
see
seeing a
them.
lot of
And
them.
the term you use, herd or
Yes,
flock or whatever.
yeah.
They are.
They're back.
Yeah. they
I've
are
seen
back.
them in my driveway,
Yeah,
you know,
see?
and they like our roses. They eat my
Oh,
roses.
interesting.
And they just take the bud, and it looks like Morticia. All you have is stalks.
But one thing we are fortunate with is not having the bears.
Yes.
Yes,
You know,
yes, that's
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
'Cause they could
Yeah.
be pretty
Yeah, they can.
crazy.
They can.
Yeah.
I once was doing a negotiation somewhere upstate New York, and I didn't know that it was bear country, and I decided I'm going to go walk around the hotel that I was staying in, and I ran right into bears.
Oh, my God.
Okay. And thank goodness it was in the parking lot, so I literally was going in between the cars to just get back into the entrance of the hotel. And that's why I don't feel comfortable walking.
Yeah.
I enjoy walking, but I don't feel comfortable walking. And then I also watched you, Joyce, as you cross these streets, highways, roadways.
Yeah, sometimes you do need to be.
Yes, yes.
After doing it so much, you learn where it's safe to go. Even like with the ice and cold, certain places are freer of ice and snow than others, and they keep Piscataway keeps a pretty good.
streets,
The
Absolutely.
trails are pretty well taken care of, so you can be pretty safe that the trails are going to be okay. FYI, for anybody who's interested.
Yes.
They do.
That's true. They do a great job
Yeah,
here.
they do a great job. They do.
Is this like an advertisement you guys are doing for Piscataway? That's what it seems like,
It
okay?
is a beautiful town.
Yes, it is. I will agree. I will agree.
Yes.
But I want to go back to being fit. So you just gave me a great idea of putting weights around my ankles. Something I could take off if I'm walking and if it becomes too much. And you go to the Y. Do you use the machines?
Yes. I also do at half an hour private training
Okay.
to help me, you know, because I also, with the machines, I learned to use the machines efficiently through the program that was offered for cancer survivors.
Okay.
Yeah, Live Strong, that's a very good program offered at the Y, and it's free. And they teach you how to use the equipment efficiently and effectively. So that helped me a lot. So I'm able to better utilize the equipment. Yeah.
How many days do you do this again at the
At the
Y?
Y, I try to go at least 2-3 times a week or more. And sometimes sometimes I might just do the treadmill. I might walk upstairs on the
Oh, that makes me
path.
crazy. That makes me crazy.
Me too.
Oh, you know?
Me too. I tried it. It doesn't work for me.
No,
Yeah.
no.
I've done it too.
Yeah, it doesn't work for me.
I will park my car and walk around
Yeah, on the
the
outside.
Y.
Yes.
And I can do that 2 or 3 times, but walking on
Yes.
that,
Yeah, I mean, you just
agree.
maybe put your earphones.
it doesn't
on and
matter.
Just
It's like you just,
listen to music or.
And by the time you get up the stairs there and you get to the top, you don't want to walk. You
that's
need
for
to sit
sure.
down, because I've done that. I went with my friend, and she said to me, "Where's the defibrillator?"
Just the stairs is a set of exercises.
Yeah.
Oh my
Exactly.
God! Yeah, it's too bad they don't have, like, you know, when you go up a few steps, you have a
landing.
Yeah, a
Right,
landing where you could either do some kind of running exercise and then take the next one up, or you
Right.
could sit down.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
But even if you don't want to do like the walking and so, there are other exercise classes that is offered at the Y and also at the senior center.
Yes.
You know, there are exercises that are geared at the senior center
That's
for
correct.
seniors, you know. I mean, you can do Zumba and it's not as intense as the Zumba at the
Fun.
Y.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, it's better
Yeah.
for seniors. And there are even exercises for those that may be physically challenged at the senior center. There are exercises that you can sit and do.
Well, that's what Karen's talking about, the
Absolutely.
sitting,
Yeah.
the
That's
sitting.
correct.
Yeah, so, you know, there is something for everyone between the Y and the senior center. I
You can
think you
stay
can stay
fit.
fit. Yeah.
Trying to hurt my feelings again.
Also, I mean, and the best thing to do is maybe get a exercise buddy,
Yes.
even if it's your dog.
That
to
makes
walk
you
with,
go more.
You know?
Because if you go on your
So,
own, you
yeah,
just, oh, I
it's
don't feel
hard.
like
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's
So
much
if
better
you
with a
have-
partner.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, if you have a buddy or so, it helps a lot.
That's right.
How long is the session when you was doing your class?
1 hour.
Wow.
But we do have a break in between. I do one half, and then we take a break, and then we do the second half, so that they get the chance to rest.
Okay.
You know, but they're really not that strenuous. It's more toning, you
Okay.
know, and things like that. They were mostly chair exercise. There was some standing, which some people were not able to take
Yeah,
part in.
yeah.
But that's okay, because I say that no matter what they do, it's better than doing nothing.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And you get to be like a little family. You get to know
That's
people.
right.
You get to know your neighbors who are there. You know, yeah, I really enjoyed it. I was kind of upset when it ended, and there was one woman there that she said, "Oh, I can't believe we're not going to have it anymore." And I said, "Well, I'm hoping to get back if we get some new people, you know." So I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
Yeah, and staying fit doesn't mean you have to bulk up and
Oh, no.
do heavy
No.
weights. And so, simple exercises. You can even do some of those exercises lying in your bed when you wake up in the morning. There are
Yes.
exercises that you can do
Yeah.
in bed, you know, and just make it a routine. When you wake in the morning, you either do in the bed or you make sure that that's the first thing you do before you start your daily chores.
Right.
Don't make it a chore. Let it be fun. That's what I
Yes.
say.
Yeah, I guess
Let it
that
be
is the-
something that
yeah.
you
And
enjoy.
Yeah.
incorporate it into
know.
something that you do every day,
Every
and you're
day,
brushing your
exactly.
teeth, okay? You do a
Yeah.
few little exercises while you're brushing your teeth in front of
Yes.
the mirror or whatever.
Yes.
Incorporate it into your regular life.
That's true.
And just
And
make
it's
it
really
fun.
good for people that suffer from arthritis.
Yeah.
I know I had one fellow, he was the only fellow in my exercise class, and he suffered very badly with arthritis, and he said it really helped him. Not that it cured him,
No,
but it was
no.
less painful.
Because the muscles get used to
Correct.
moving.
Absolutely.
That's interesting. That's
it's
interesting.
important.
And Tai Chi, how long is that class?
1 hour.
You know, I think my problem is when you start telling me an hour.
But it goes so
It goes
quickly.
fast.
Yeah, you don't even realize if you're enjoying it.
Do you get a
know.
break?
No. No. But the hour goes so quickly that sometimes you wonder, is it over already?
Yeah.
You know, so you enjoy
How
it.
long do you walk,
Oh,
Joyce?
an hour.
An hour.
An hour.
Do you time it?
You know what? I almost got it down where I don't need to look. I look and see what time I left, and almost invariably by the time I do 2.5, 3 miles a day, it's an hour. It takes me an hour. Even if somebody stops me along the way, I make up for it. I pick it up a little bit. And I don't count the steps. I started off counting
Okay.
steps. I don't count steps anymore.
Just walk.
Yeah, no, I just walk until I feel like I've had enough, and it's usually, sometimes it's a little bit longer. If the weather's really nice or whatever, I'll walk a little bit longer, or a little bit shorter if it's not. And you know what? I think that's what the problem is. It's like it gets to be like so, like you said, the hour, intimidating to start.
Yes.
But it doesn't have to start off that
That's
way.
an hour,
You just
yeah.
need to start off, period. Even if it's 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You do this when it's snowing?
I've done it when it's snowing, yes. I don't when there's, I watch as far as the conditions
roads?
of the roads and sidewalks and stuff. But yes, I have done it that. And raining. Raining not fun.
Wow.
And I'll have to say that I tried to do the Y. Like, I am a member of the Y, but for me, I felt a little intimidated not having used the equipment before in my life.
See?
I find it intimidating to go to the Y and find somebody that can show me how to use it properly.
Karen
I
said
had that
that.
same problem. I joined the
Yes.
Y right in the beginning because I thought it was a wonderful place. It's close to my house. I can walk there. And I was not able to use the machines because there was no one there to show me, and I didn't want to touch them
Yes.
to break them or anything. So I basically was on the treadmill,
Well,
and I
hurt
said,
yourself.
if I'm on the treadmill, I can just go out and walk, you know. So I stopped going.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
But there are people there who can assist you.
yeah, I'm glad that
Yeah.
you said that because
Yeah,
I
me
didn't
too.
realize that.
Yeah.
Now, years ago, I used to go to Parker on River Road,
Yes.
and they had a gym and they had all the machines, but they had the women there that would set it up for you, which was wonderful because everyone, I guess, is different, you know, as far as weights and,
Yeah.
you know, for the arms
Yeah.
and things to adjust
Yeah.
it. Yeah, so, yeah, I have to try to get back and find someone to work the machines.
Well, ladies, guess what? We're just about out of time.
Wow.
Okay?
And you see,
See?
how quick that
I
went?
know,
So
right?
the hour exercise goes just as quick.
Yeah, all right. You tell her. Yeah, you go ahead with that one. I don't know about that, but I will give it a try. I mean, I have to suffer through Taekwondo, and that's an hour, but at least we get a break. Right. We get a break, okay? So I have to think about that.
Okay.
But I just want to say thank you because I can't believe what I just heard. I mean, I'm learning I can put something around my feet. I'm learning that the Y, if I can find somebody to help out,
Yes.
and show me how to use the equipment because that seems to be challenging.
Absolutely.
You
It
know.
is. This is so busy over there.
It is.
Yeah.
Very
And it's
busy.
so many
So-
different machines.
Yes.
And as you're getting older, your memory is not that great, so you don't remember which way
What'd you
it's
say?
supposed to be
What'd you
set.
say?
So, yeah.
And that's the good thing about having a buddy. Because
correct.
one of my friends, we would meet like on Fridays and so, and she was not familiar with the machines. And since I had the opportunity of learning to use those machines, I taught her. You know, so we
That's
would
great.
meet and she
Yeah,
encouraged
yeah.
us.
Right.
Yes, we
Yes.
encourage each other and work together.
Well,
So-
again, I want to thank you for sharing, and this is like so short, but I thank you all, and I want to thank the viewers for tuning in, and I want to thank the PCTV crew, and I want to thank the interns for coming out to support this program. Should you have a topic or wish to share or want to participate in the show, give me a call at 1-848-264-8735, or you can text me at colesj7@gmail.com. But thank you again. Oh, this was so
Thanks for helping us.
great.
Thanks for having us.
You know.